I've been looking at a family now for a long time, and I call them my Hemings of Lima, right? So they are the African descent branch of slaves that come from Iberia in the company of Spanish officials in the New World. And they have a very felicitously, lucky for me, unique last name, right? So I can always isolate them. What's interesting about this family is that, and it happens a lot in my book, is that most enslaved people leave very, very small footprints in the archive, but when they're tied to people of certain prominence, they leave larger archives. That's why I call them the Hemings, because, there was so much left at Monticello. So they're a unique family in that I can trace them since 1526. They went to Hispaniola in the company of a conquistador, and that guy was the treasurer to the crown. And unfortunately, he got involved. He had some sticky fingers, so he was accused of stealing 60 pieces of gold from the crown, which is a huge offense. So he goes back to Spain and he litigates, but both brought his slave with him and went back with her. And I know this from the passenger manifest. And then lo and behold, that's 1526, 1550s. When the conquistadors get to Peru, I see his son. I presume it's his son. So he's off in Spain litigating his honor and clearing his name. And of course, the 60 pieces of silver and gold were never found. But it wasn't enough to dissuade the crown from giving his son an encomienda to go to Peru. So we have one of the very earliest founders of the Peruvian colony. And then there's an Isasaga there. And so I'm going to stop the story in about 1680 because I have 130 years of them, but I am able to trace them. So that's my second project, and it's called Bound Biographies. As you can tell, I like alliteration, so I have fractional freedoms. This one is Bound Biographies, and that's what I'm working on right now.